I was thinking about sleeping through the night, but actually, this task may be easier to do at night.
Hello there. It's nice to see a new face. Especially from this side of the bars, if you know what I mean. So, you're looking for the children. That means one of two things. You want in, or you're in the way. Which is it? Ah, so you're the one. Heard whispers about someone hunting the children. Nice to finally put a face to the trouble. Just don't expect to leave this prison alive.
See what I mean? We had a feeling it would be easier to do in the evening. I wonder if I already have those pelts. Claws and skins. It was 5, right? Pelts. And then skins. Oh, 5 shells. I wasn't sure if I had 5 shells. Where are the skins? There it is. Only need 3 skins. Five, 10, 35. Fantastic. Pebble in a pit, huh? Maybe we will go rest, teleport and rest. I'm gonna check this one actually. No, I can't really do anything while he's asleep. Yeah, his name starts with E. He's likely a blacksmith, so should be able to find that pretty quickly. Actually, you never know when you might use those to upgrade something else. Could be part of like some high level craftings. Create some kind of super weapon. You never know.
Stay out of my way.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
I'll sell my stuff to the blacksmith over there. We have to go. Up here? What do you mean? Way up here. Whatever. check on the meteorite. See if it's respawned. I don't think it respawns that quickly. Oh, those guys do though. Oh, really? What do you mean I aggroed all three of them? Ow! Ow. Oops. How did it get hurt? Hold on. Where is this dude? How are you way up there, dude? Are they both dead? How are they both dead? Nice shot. Holy! Huh? Okay.
Careful with that.
Pretty sure the blacksmith was this way as well. Alright. Now how do we get down there without dying?
If you're here to chat, you've... Well, are you standing there for a reason, or is this... So the job's done? And here you are full of surprises, which is more than I can say for most of the folks around here. Aye, these are bear claws indeed. You've got a knack for this. Or just plain luck. Either way, good. Now maybe I can actually secure those tents properly.
It's the worst use of bear claws I've ever thought of.
Marrow gas shells, and in one piece. Impressive. These will keep our armor strong and our soldiers... Finally, Croakmore's skin. I'll make sure this goes to good use. Didn't think you had it in you, but...
Honestly, I thought this was where the blacksmith was. Earth's house. Would you look at that?
If nobody's working the anvil, then it means the forge is closed, and it will stay closed until Beor gets better. A woman happened. He was chasing after some girl he thought the world of. Almost ended up shuffling right off this mortal coil. One time he went to see her and didn't come back for 2 days. I looked for him all night. It was only in the morning that I found him. He was all the way on the outskirts of Cuanacht. Alive, but barely. Afterwards, he seemed to be getting better. Everything went back to normal. For a while, I could see that he was starting to struggle with swinging. Now he just lies there, barely breathing. I have no idea. I told him that it's no use chasing after a girl. That stupid kid. What do I care? Whatever happened there could have been her fault. So excuse me if Beor's wound wasn't caused by a mere boar. Hell knows. He didn't want to tell me, but I know that youngsters in love used to visit this one cave with a spring. Maybe they went there and were attacked by weird beasts. I don't know. To be fair, I only cared that Beor...
He is, kind of attached to his man friend, isn't he? You can't really fault a dude for trying, though. But this guy's... At least he's looking after his friend, right? It would make more sense if Bear was like family, you know, like related by blood, but you know, maybe he's like an apprentice, but still it feels a little strange. I wish there was a little bit more explanation as to why he was so upset. What is that, dude? Red Death infected? Holy. Get him. I'm immune to the Red Death with the Arthur blood or Arthur ghost in me. Really? How did I miss that? I don't agree with that one. Huh? How do I keep missing, dude?
Careful with that.
I think you're about to get the Red Death, homie. Yeah, yes.
I can't let you get away with this. Stop!
Well, that's awkward.
Having fun, are we? Please don't make me do this. Please don't make me...
All right. How does dude die from one hit? From AoE damage. It was collateral damage. It was literally collateral damage. It gets one shot by collateral damage? How weak do you have to be to get one shot by collateral damage? Actually hilarious. Poor little Walter. He's just a boy. Although I think the mobs in this area are a little overtuned. Just a wee bit, yeah. So whoever tested this game is probably either using some really powerful spells or significantly overpowered for the Zans. Sheesh, dude, did you see that explosion? Absolutely rocked that one. I wonder if I can teleport this one in. Or like use the explosion to blow him off. Doesn't seem like that worked. Did you see where that guy went? Holy. Oh wow, look at him kill the guards. I think the guard is losing. Holy dude. That red death victim is stronger than the guards. Oh. Oh, never mind, he lived. I was really concerned. Like, that dude was really swinging on that red death dude. Like, a lot. Ooh. Alright, let's find this cave. See, I do decent damage to the first zone enemies, but how do I keep missing, dude? There's a lot of drowners here. Let's use the tide hunter. Oh, we just killed 2 in a row. That was cool. They're the ones that lined themselves up. Ah. my opinion, that's how you're supposed to do it. Crystal Cave. Look, there's a Krokma right there. Old shelter. We do like some venison. I wonder if we'll get a special venison. Drain vigor. Drain of vigor. Okay. I want to hit that druid shrine for the extra EXP. It might just be that I'm under leveled for the zone. I don't know if it's that my damage is too low. The damage may just be level oriented. A lot of games give damage reduction to higher level enemies, and if that's the case here, then that would explain why those red death victims were so tanky in comparison to everything else. Because the minions seem real weak. See, one little swipe. Huh? Ow. No, brother. Did I really just... Alright. The minions seem kind of weak in comparison to everything else in this zone. I don't know, maybe I need to find some new magic spells or new minions. Ones that can stand up a little bit better to all the monsters in this zone. Because having to kite everything is so boring. See? Hit the button. Oh no. Do me a favor. Yeah. Right there. I'm gonna have to go down. Curl gassed. Doesn't even know what hit him. There's 3 down there, dude. Let's toss some vials, yeah? Holy, there's a bunch down there. Vials are really weak. Those are supposed to be my AFBs. And they really don't AoE. One down. Look at that. Okay, let's try this one instead. Looks like unless you hit them like directly on, it doesn't do anything. This is no Molotov cocktail, dude. Like shooting fish in a barrel. Rosie. It's a lot of marrow gas, though. What was that? A buggy. I actually remember those things. I've killed one of these before. Which is a one-way. There's something on the wall, though. Whispering stuff. Wonder who it was whispering to. That beam goes through, dude. I think she's been whispered a little bit too much to. Riggedy riggedy wrecked. Oh my goodness.
Stay sharp.
Okay. Went right through its arm. You dodged. Look. Oof. Just hit that undead with him. The undead mad or something. Oh my god. -1 undead.
You'll have your head on a pike. We ain't safe here. Say your prayers. Let's go ahead and drop that one. I didn't think I was gonna need like 200 arrows. your back. Stay sharp. I'll have your head on a pike. I'll teach you to respect me. You'll be fertilizing the soil. Say your prayers. I'll teach you to respect me. I'll have your head on a pike. You fight like a milkmaid. You'll be fertilizing the soil.
Okay.
For mercy. I'll have your head on a pike. Beg for mercy. I'll have your head on a pike. Say your prayers. Say your prayers. Fertilizing the soil. Say your prayers. Fertilizing the soil. I'll have your head on a
Saving ourselves some arrows, hey?
to respect me.
That line is so funny.
You'll be fertilizing the soil. Say your prayers.
Like, all the NPCs have these really nice voice acted lines, and then these guys just. They sound like. Say your prayers! It's so funny. I'll teach you to respect me! Alright. Hey, it's a curly. I wonder if I can do more damage with an actual spell. Let's see. What is this? Where's my lightning? There it is. There we go. Oh, gnarly. I'll teach you to respect me. Say your prayers. That's so funny. But there aren't any like sexy, sultry ladies in this game either. They're all like, "Hey, how are you?" Look, you know. There's a lot of this whispering stone in here. Now, granted, most of the women in the game they're like burly warriors, so like it kind of makes sense that they would have burly voices as well. You know, they all kind of sound like butch lesbians. It kind of makes sense. But who knows? We could find some that aren't. Like that one lady. The trader, she was like you would expect her to sound a little bit better. Let's see where that goes. Okay. Beer game is I'm gonna have to fight it the old-fashioned way. Ow. Come on. Well, let's try. Those will just instantly die. Look at the little damage it does to it. They're winning. Wow. All right. Wrecked him. Does this go back to the... I kind of want to go back over there. Who is that? I can't mine it? It's a human.
Please,
Hello, human.
someone hear me. That's me, or it was. Soon I'll be one of them.
Wow,
I
dude.
can't hold on any longer. Please help me. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. They don't want me to let go. Wait. They
This is
say
the
you must
most
leave,
feminine voice I've
that I
heard
belong to them
in
now.
this game.
They're here, and they will stay. They really want me to join them. It might be too late already.
I have a feeling it wants me to mine him out, but how am I supposed to do that? You really can't mine anyone out if it doesn't let you. See? Oh. That was some incredibly uncomfortable sound. A frostbitten warrior? Oh no. Brother! Ow! Okay. I wish there was less delay on this. Oh dear. I think I aggroed all 3 of them. Oof. They don't take much damage, look at this. We had a feeling this would happen. I was barely doing anything to these guys. It's gonna take a while. Zone is pain. This is really not worth my time, you know? Like, if I was the miners, I'd have left him too. Look at this. Like, the Galeriata, they're the ones that left this guy in here too. Like, I cannot blame them at all. I wonder if they're weak to, like, fire or anything. Let's try this one instead. I'll try this one. It's got a heavy cast as well. Should do significant damage. Well, it's not great. It's still doing like nothing. Which probably supports my theory about the level difference being a significant factor. Which is just so boring doing this. It's really inaccurate too. They're supposed to be, what, 5, 6, 7 different homing projectiles, and they just one hits there always. It's just always goes off to the left. Just doesn't home at all. Like 3 of them miss immediately. So you're hitting with like 4. So I guess unless you're right in front of the mob, you're gonna miss. I don't know. It's a little counterproductive to me. And it's got some range issues as well. It doesn't have any frost damage coating either, so. I guess these are really strong against magic or something. Okay, we get right up behind them. Okay, that worked better. Wow. You hit everything but my target. We're slowly making progress. It is not quick or efficient, but it is happening. Yeah, it has trouble homing the right target, especially when I'm in range. I feel like I should be able to dodge in the middle of the air. Like I'm not even 100% sure this is gonna solve my issue either. Yeah, see that? Those 3 just completely miss. I got like 60 magic, dude. Point blank, like only 3 hit? What? Totally. It's kind of awful. You know, like someone designed this, you know? They designed it so that it would be just terrible. So it's like not a mistake. It's just designed to be this awful. That's sad, but whatever. Probably the same guy who's stuck in the wall. How dare they? How dare they leave me? How dare they leave me in the wall? I can see why they did this. Brother, I've got 60 magicals. Wow, I really dragged him pretty far. They're like, I'm gonna get you now. How dare you leash me this far? I know, right? Not really worth it, to be honest. Like, these are significantly harder to take down than, like, one of those things. I feel like I should go get Galahad's mace. 70 flat burn damage would be significant. I spent like 15 minutes on this. One year later. That was genuinely so boring. The boy is gone. So he just bails? Okay. But the dude's gonna be back at the camp, you know, just somehow. No, he's right there.
If I'd known it would end up like this, I
That
never would have
voice.
gone in there alone. Now, neither the Stone Wardens nor my own tribe will want me back.
I
Look, I'm grateful for the rescue, but do you really have to kick me while I'm down? I wasn't a skilled enough hunter to stay with my tribe, and not a good enough miner for the Stone Wardens. There's nothing left for me. And if I'm not a Dalrita, then who am I?
oh.
Freedom, huh? That's a pretty foreign concept for us. We're used to knowing what to... Don't answer that. I'm just... Yeah, tell Kavori doesn't need to...
I mean, I don't really think he was in the first place, brother. Not a good enough hunter. Poor thing. I mean, even the women are better hunters than him, apparently. You know, like, brother.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
doesn't even look like it's like their weapons aren't even all that much stronger than my own, you know. So I probably should not have had that difficult of a time with it. They were obviously just a little bit too overtuned. At least for the zone or the area. I mean, it's first quest you get there, dude. I need some arrows. Might be time to pull out the copper arrows. We have been using quite a few. Gosh, that was so sad though. Guys like that, they have to use their smarts, you know, and that guy. Ugh. Like the world isn't about who's the strongest. Like that's actually stupid, you know. Like you have to work to your strengths, and strengths are completely
Sometimes
different.
it's nice to just...
They're not all just cut and dry. Who's the strongest beefhead in the world? Like that's so stupid. So I feel like you should have had a little bit more, at least from a game like this, a little bit more perspective at the very least. You know, it's just. Like, if you have AoE concoctions, you know, magic is literally what you're supposed to use. If you can't do enough damage physically, but like the arrows were not doing anything. The magic was not doing anything. It was just complete waste of time. What are you gonna do? Fucking talk to the things to death? Like, it's so stupid, dude. If you give all these different methods of handling monsters and the kid can't figure it out, like what are you gonna do? Mine them? What a joke. Now there's a good talent point right there. That's pretty sick. I was wondering why my summons were so weak. Summon limit increased to 5. You can see how these all work together. But like this is another issue I have with a lot of games where they make it so that the base spells and weapons are just absolutely awful unless you talent into it. Whereas with other games, you would always be self-sufficient as a character without needing to be so specifically generalized into a certain class. Like your minions would be decent, but they wouldn't be good, you know. But my minions are worthless when if I put 10 points, 20 points into minions, they'd be decent, you know. That's the consideration, you know. You shouldn't have to talent, and you shouldn't be balancing your everything based off of the highest spec that you can obtain, because then you're just making everything else completely trash. Like when you want to play the game and you have how many different talent trees? Like let's just say specifically strength, right? Strength specifically. You have 4 different talent trees within one. You can either go unarmed, two-handed, or one-handed. So you have to choose one. And that means every other one is going to be awful. Right? So it makes no sense. Right? So then you have endurance. Let's say you want to be a little extra tanky, right? That's all you're going to get. That's all you're going to get. Everything else is going to be awful. So it makes no sense. And then in dexterity, you can either be really fast, you know, really accurate with your one bow, which if you're wasting 200 arrows in an area that is just not supposed to be that difficult, you're just completely wasting your time. The further you are from the enemy, the more damage you inflict. Honestly, that one seems pretty significant. Full drawn arrows have a chance to stun. 20% chance, right? Maybe 15. Increased bow draw speed. Increased bow draw speed on the next kill. For just one arrow. Zooming slows down time. Oh wow. Critical hits with arrows have a chance to refund. Alright, well, that's not bad. Like the zoom seems kind of pointless, but drawing costs less stamina. My bow takes like 75% of my stamina bar just to draw it. So you can see how if you don't have the talents, it makes it really really bad, you know? So you can't really say that it's overpowered because you're just balancing everything based off of these incredibly strong talents. And that's not very fun gameplay. A weak spot inflicts increased damage, but how are you... What? It's just the head? The head is really the only weak spot that you can show? Or like the back, maybe? But you can't really force a target to show its back unless either you slow down time or you have minions tanking it for you. You know, like, so you have all these kind of weak talents in the beginning, and then you have like one really good one. But if you don't have that one really good one, the whole build is trash. I don't know. It's just arrows and throwables pierce through enemies. But if the splash damage isn't significant enough on a throwable, then what are you doing? Let's see. %5 chance to do extra damage. And blind them. 10% chance to blind when shooting them in the head. See, you have like these really awful talents mixed in with one really, really good talent. So then you have the magic, right? You have either buffs, I guess, which is just general mana regen, which is just, you can't have a general tab for mana and casting. That's basically just saying, unless you talent into being a mage, you're gonna be an awful mage. It's just... You're basically saying that you have to have this whole talent tree to be effective as a caster. Gain max mana when you don't even have that high a mana pool. This one's not bad. But why have certain talents that work specifically off critical hit if you have to go so far into the critical hit tree just in order to take advantage of that? Like, look at this. Like, yeah, it's a good talent tree, but this is supposed to work on everything. And I'm already this far into the tree, and I'm struggling to see any benefits out of it. Like, stealth is almost completely worthless. Almost completely worthless. Like, decreased noise, I mean, once you get one target, and there's multiple targets in a zone, once you hit it once with one target, you're basically just your whole talent tree is worthless once you're in an actual fight. The cheat death one is actually kind of interesting too. makes you invisible. So are you gonna basically run around cheating death just so you can turn invisible and get like 2 sneak attacks off? I don't know. Seems a little silly. Oh, look at that. Actually, that's pretty sick. It looks like it might be 30 or 40. I don't think it's 60%. And you get bleed. I'm not exactly sure if the damage on bleed is even significant, because the arrows that I have they do like 100 damage, but if you're doing 0.6 damage per second, then bleed is absolutely completely worthless. This one's pretty significant though. Backstabs drain the target's stamina, but once they're out of stamina, they just stand there until they regen. You don't really get anything out of lowering their stamina. Let's see, statuses. Like they take more damage if they've got a status? And that was something that I was looking at and I thought was pretty interesting. Debuffs deal 25% more damage. So instead of 0.6 damage per second, you can, let's say you get 75 extra damage out of it, right? That's not even, that's barely 1 point of damage every second, you know? Yeah, it can stack up to 30, but getting to that point, you're still already, it's minuscule. Max health is based off of percentage bonus. I had an amulet that does 5% extra health, and then I had an amulet that gave me 12 extra health, and the 12 extra health is bigger than the 5%. It really makes this tree look really useless. Stamina might be nice though. Increased damage based off of full stamina. Like that's nice, but you get more stamina out of critting a target than you would. That's why I didn't take this one. Staggering an enemy. Enemy stamina is depleted, preventing them from performing any actions. Restores 20 stamina. This one's not bad. You get a stacking buff of max stamina for every 30 seconds spent in combat. When the fights are like 15 minutes, that's actually pretty nice. Receive 10% damage when overexerted. But with 100 health, if enemies still 2-shot you, or 3-shot you, they hit for 40 and 10% of that is reduced, so they hit for what? 36 instead? you're still dead before it can really do anything. Let's do this one. Bonus damage. Do a little extra damage to this area. I was considering this one as well, the two-handed, because I thought it worked pretty well with crit damage, especially with this executioner type talent right here. It could go up to 50% health, below 50% health, and maybe 150% extra critical damage, but that's really far down the talent tree just to find out. And I want to try this just to see. Looks like unarmed is not really the executioner type. It's you do more damage while they're strong and not weak. Resets on hitting a different enemy. That's what I thought would look pretty interesting. Killing with this. It looks like a fun tree to me personally. This one's definitely helped me out in the very beginning of the game. I think I might do side dish mastery though. Yeah. 30% chance to make extra food. Probably be pretty significant. The sour herring and cheese might be a really good one though. I might have to go out to that island and fish a little bit. It's pretty close. And I can make cheese. I am a machine that creates cheese.
Please, state your business. Well, well, the famous Bromar. No face and no life. That savage wiped out an entire unit of Camelot's infantry. But he couldn't take you down, huh? It's like the gods themselves made you for the job. Though I'm not sure which ones. In any case, you've certainly earned the gratitude of the capital. You are truly remarkable. I've never met. I almost wish there were more bounties left. But alas, you've handled them all. Please, take this as a token of Camelot's gratitude. And keep up the good work. I hope it brings you as much satisfaction as it does me. Go chop off some heads.
What do you give me? Increases max health by 10 and max stamina by 5. Brilliant. That was so fun.